Hello, teacher. Good afternoon. My name is Lady, and today I go to present Unit 5, the songs of our life. In this presentation, I will explain my ideas of the unit, the new vocabulary, and why I learned about now songs influence or daily life. I think this is an interesting topic because songs are everywhere and the affect use more than we usually imagine. First, I want to talk about presentation. Presentation is the way we understand the world through our senses. We use our eyes to see it, our ears to hear, our nose to smell, our touch to taste it, and our skin and toes. In this unit, we focus on hair because some are an important part of our everyday life. Every day we hear many different sounds. Some nature, like birds singing, rain, the wind, or the sounds of water. These sounds usually help people feel calm and relaxed. They can improve our mood and help you reduce stress. After a busy day, many people enjoy spending time in nature because nature sounds incredible, especially for every moment. However, no sounds are precisely. We also hear traffic construction, where alarms, loud music, and the people shouting. These songs can be uncomfortable and sometimes make it difficult to study, work, or sleep. Too much now may also make people feel stressed or anxious. uh, Another important point is that people should not react to songs in the same way. For example, one person may enjoy listening to loud music, while another person prefers silence. This shows that everyone has different preference and feelings. Now, I am going to explain the new vocabulary from this unit. These words are useful because they help you describe songs, emotions, in different situations or daily life. Um, the first word is affect. Affect means to influence or change some things. Songs can affect our emotions, our health, in even our concentration. For example, relaxing music can make you feel calm, shallow notes can make you feel stresses. Mm, This second word is every moment. Every moment is the place where we live, study, or work. I quiet every moment helps people learn better because there are prioritization. Another important word is anxious. When songs feel anxious, they feel nervous or worried. Loud noises or tech sounds can make some people feel anxious. The word worrying means I signal that tell you about danger. For example, I feel alert is a warning that helps people stay safe. Um, Another neat word is heat pitches. A heat pitches song has a very hit tone. Many alarms in emergency sirens use heat pitches songs because they are easy to hear. Um, the word annoying the script. Sometimes that brother use, for example, low conversation during class can be enjoyed because they interrupt or concentration. Um, the word association means connections between two things. Some things are some characteristics and association with a happy memory, a special person, or an important moment in our lives. The expression sensitivity to means that a person is easily affected, be it something some people are sensitive to low or sound and prefer a quiet place. The verb remind means to help you remind some things. Songs can remind you of a cheerful, a family celebration, or a special try. Finally, the word beat refers to the rhythm of music. Slow beats usually help people relaxation, while what feels like make people feel activity energetic. After learning these we words, I realized that vocabulary is very useful because it helps you describe our experience and express our ideas more correctly, I thought learning that songs are connected to our emotions or memories or daily activities. For the reason I think the vocabulary is useful not only English class but I also everyday life. Um, Now, I am going to tell about the listening activity called song experience. This podcast explains that songs are much more important than many people think. Every day we hear YouTube on different songs and they can influence our emotions, our health, and even our behavior. Before studying this unit, I did not know that songs could have such an important effect or our daily life. The podcast explained that we are surrounded by sounds all the time, some of the come from nature, such a bird singing, right feeling, the wind blowing, or the sounds of the ocean. These songs usually help people feel calm and relaxed. Many people enjoy spending time in nature because these sounds reduce um, stresses incredibly especially I know super especially I also enjoy nature songs because they help me feel comfortable after a busy day. However, two podcast also explain that many people live in noise every moment, traffic buses, motorcycle, constructions work, long music and car horns are common song and activities. Sometimes people become used to the songs, but that noise no mean they had no affect. Noise can still influence our body and our emotion even if we do not always notice it at. Um, One of the most important ideas in the podcast is that much noises can affect our health. Low shows might increase stresses, reduce concentrations, and make daily activities more difficult. Students, workers, and many others people need quiet place because concentration is necessary for learning and working well. If there is too much noise, people become distracted more easily. Uh, Another important point is sleep. The podcast explains that noise plays can interrupt or sleep during the night. When people do not sleep enough, they often wake you feeling tired, which is energy and with less motivation. Good sleep is necessary because it helps our body or brain recover after a long day. The podcast also mentions memory. This information surprised me because I never imagined that notes could affect the way we remember information. If people studying is a noise place, um, they might have more difficulty remembering and learning it. On the other hand, studying is a quiet place help people that focus and improve their learning. Um, Another interesting idea in the Afik music is part of our everyday life in different types of music produces different emotion. Relaxing music can reduce stress and help people feel calm. Fast music can high use energy when we are exercising, cleaning the house, or doing specific activities. Sometimes music help people feel happier after a difficult day. Um, the podcast touches what every person reacts differently into songs. Some people prefer complete silence because it helps them tell more clearly. Other people like listening to soft music. She is a study because it helps them concentrated. I think both options are good because every person has different preference and different ways of learning. Um, After listening to the podcast, I started paying more attention to the songs around me. Now I understand that choices I cry every moment is very important, especially when I had homework and some projects to complete it. I also realized that respecting other people means avoiding unnecessary noise when they are students, sleeping, or working. Small attentions like lowering the volume of music or respecting quieting can make a possible difference. Finally, this listening activity taught me that songs are not only part of our every moment, they also influence our emotions, our health, our memory, and our daily life. For that reason, I think we should choose healthy song every moment whenever possible and try to reduce unnecessary noise. This is a simple way to improve our well-being and help the people around us. Now, I would like to share my opinion about this unit. This was one of the most interesting units because it helped me understand that songs are an important part of our daily life. Before studying this topic, I never stopped to think about how songs could affect my emotions, my health, or my concentrations. Now, I understand that every song around you can influence the way we feel and the way we do our daily activities. I also learning that not all songs have the same effect. Some songs help you relax. I feel happy, and will other make you feel stressed or uncomfortable. Because of this new thing is important to choose. I go every moment and when to students work or rest, a quiet place can help you stay focused and feel more comfortable. Another thing that I like about this unit and made me day about my own daily routine. Sometimes we do not pay attention to the sounds around just because they are part of our everyday life. However, after listening to the podcast and learning the new vocabulary, I realized that even small sounds can change our mood. I think this is something very interesting because it happens to every Jones. I believe that people should also respect the people around them. For example, if someone is a student is sleeping or working, we should try not making necessary noise. Showing respect in this way help could be a better every moment and for a young and this unit it is important lesson not only for school but also for everyday life. Now, I would like to share my personal experience in my case. I really enjoy listening to the sounds of nature. I like hearing birds singing in the morning because it makes me feel calm and happy. I also enjoy the sound of rain, especially when I am not home reading a book or studying. These songs helps me relax after a busy day and make me feel peaceful. When I had, however, or an important science, I usually look for a quiet place to study. If there is too much noise, I lose my concentrations very quickly. Sometimes I listen to soft instrumental music because it helps me stay focused with tunes. It is distracting me. I think this has become a good study habit for me and it helps me complete my assignments more easily. Um, Another experience is when I travel by bus or when I go to a place with heavy traffic. There are many different sounds at the same time, such as horse, motorcycle, buses, and people talking after some time. I feel tired because there is too much noise around me. This experience helped me understand that the podcast explaining about noise and stress. Uh, I also noticed that music can be backspacely memories. And sometimes I listen to the song I remember in my childhood or of happy moment with my family and friends. Music is very special because it connects emotions with memories. I think almost every young has a favorite song that remember the of an important moment in their life. After studying this unit, I want to pay more attention to the sounds around me. I will try to choose quiet place when I need to students and I will also try about making necessary noise when I know that people need to concentrate or rest. I think these are simple attentions, but they can improve it our daily life and help you live together with more respect. Finally, I would like to say that I really enjoyed this unit. I learned many new vocabulary words, I improved my listening skills, and discovered that songs are much more important than thoughts. They can influence our emotions, our memory, or health, and even our learning. I believe these informations will be useful in my personal life at this university and my future career as a teacher because creating a good learning every moment is very important for students. To include the unique five touch me that sounds are part of our everyday life and that we should pay more attention to them. Some sounds help you feel calm, motivated, and happy. Challenge others can affect your concentrations and or health. For the reasons I think it's important to choose positive sounds every moment whenever possible and to respect other people's need for pace and quality. Thank you very much for your attention. This in the my presentations. Have a wonderful day.